everyone who's tuning in. We want to welcome you to the Church Nerds Podcast. On behalf of our brother Jay Baldwin, we want to welcome you to another episode. On my left or on my right, we have Norman Heat, got Dre Buford, Pastor B back in this thing, Brandon Travis, and my boy Darrell Walls. Family, how y'all doing?
What's up?
What's
going
on?
Good, man.
You so much better than Pastor B, man.
Yeah. You know, we got Pastor B in his executive chair tonight.
He is, man.
Shout out to him, man.
King
Shout
B.
out to him.
Hey,
that's the presiding bishop chair right there. It's big.
He's trying them out for him just to see which one we're going to use.
I almost want to say, Sarate on the running side. Looking like Pootie thing.
Brian, are you good, bro?
I'm good. You know, it's been a long day. You know,
See, y'all don't understand. See, me and Brian, honestly, we like this time of year. It is like really, really rough. Honestly, we be stressing a lot of positions. So I'm just glad that he showed up, honestly, because you know.
Yeah.
Yo, so what does a typical workload for you and Brian look like leading up to the convocation?
Whew.
wow. That's a loaded
16-hour days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Wow.
16-hour days.
And all y'all get paid?
It is what it is. So,
Do all y'all get paid?
do we get paid?
Well, we have kingdom servants, and we have those who receive some sort of remuneration for their services.
I mean,
All right, so y'all don't get paid much. All right, let's.
No.
All right, so let's.
Talking. So these are not living wages we're talking here.
Yeah, see, I'm not messing my bag up, so you ain't getting no more.
Exactly.
I tell you that right now. I ain't messing the bag up.
Hey,
So
we're all
at the end of the
servants.
day,
We're all servants, right?
We're not gonna bypass the $7 word Pastor B just used. Remuneration.
Which word was that?
That was actually one of the words of the day in my Webster dixtionary. Like
oh
a few
my
weeks ago.
Lord.
Remuneration. You better go ahead with your.
Wait, what does that mean?
Lord have mercy.
Did you say remuneration?
So today's topic, we're talking a little bit about
So, Gabe, you went to Michigan State, right, Gabe?
Oh wow!
You said what?
You went to Michigan State, right?
No, I went to a Christian college.
Oh, okay, that explains it there.
You walked right into that one, Gabe. Right into that one.
So today we're talking about trending topics.
I still love you, brother. I still love you. Don't worry. See, that's what you get for calling me old all them times.
Yeah, he did say he's gonna get you back, Gabe.
Wait, no, did he say remuneration? Or what did he say?
Remuneration. REMUNERATION.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you woke up, Brian.
Today we're
Can we
talking
clap it
about
up for
trending
Brian?
topics.
This shows why we miss Jay. He keeps us alive. And now he ain't here. We just all
No holds barred around
Hey,
here.
real quick, we want to shout out Jay Baldwin, though.
Yeah,
Real quick,
definitely
doing this
praying
thing.
for,
We love you, bro.
Yeah.
Family.
We just want to tell you that on Facebook Live. We love you and we miss you, brother. We love you for sure. All right, so go ahead, Brian. You were talking about what we're talking about today, I guess.
Yeah, we're talking about trending topics.
Go ahead. You had it.
take it away. No.
Oh,
Man.
Today we're talking about the trending topics. If
Yeah,
you've been
man.
looking at the news lately, there's been a lot. We had Carlee Russell pretty much break the internet. We had the writer's strike. And we're also going to be talking about the Pentecostal Churches of the Apostolic Faith convocation coming up this next week. I can't wait. Y'all excited?
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, man.
Next week, this time we'll all be in Chi-Town.
Yep. Nope. You are not about to do that. We'll be in Chirac.
no, wait,
See,
no.
that's exactly why I said it first. 'Cause I'm like, if somebody else say it, they're gonna say Chirac. No, see, come on, man. Y'all be hating too much, man.
No, y'all got too much hate there.
Now, if y'all been paying attention to the news lately, I'm pretty sure you guys would have heard of a young lady by the name of Carlee Russell. By now, what the tagline at the bottom is what is the host. Norman, can you talk to us a little bit about what happened with Carlee Russell?
Well, here's from what I understand from Carlee Russell. So apparently she was a student of Jussie Smollett, and she decided to make up.
We
this
about
is
to
what I
get kicked off
understand.
the internet. We about to get kicked
I
off the
mean,
internet.
I read it off. I was reading on Reddit, so I mean, you gotta be. This is what I got from
Hey,
Reddit.
this
So
is the place to go.
it's been, but no, apparently, my understanding of the case is that she went missing, tracking some toddlers that was on the side of the road. And apparently, she was gone for 48 hours, and they finally found her back, or she came back home, and everything was cool. It was a big manhunt or something like that. I mean, that's what I got off the Reddit. So
Yeah,
I'm sure there's more to this
She
story.
said she had been abducted by this man and this woman because she was chasing this toddler on the side of the road. Now, that's a whole lot in this story that just don't make no sense.
I mean, but we don't know if she didn't, though.
Okay, come on. I gotta sit up.
Talk about it, brother.
Well, I'm saying though, like,
So
I feel like that's only like an assumption right now, right?
You think assumption? So you think this woman saw a random toddler running down the side of the road?
She's a hero, Brian.
Got out of her car.
It wasn't the road, it was the interstate highway.
The highway. Where's the toddler?
It was, I don't know. We
Where's
were there though, Brian. Wait, why don't you think that actually happened though?
Oh my Lord.
First off, nobody saw the toddler but her.
Nobody saw her running down the road. She was the only one on the highway.
So basically, just based on CCTV, they didn't show a toddler, and alleged witnesses driving past, the incidental site saw no toddler either. So I'm not sure when she picked the toddler up or when she saw or whoever saw the toddler walking along the side of the highway on the shoulder. But it's no backing there.
But was there
outside of her story?
Was there any evidence that there was a toddler? Has any police
like I said, it's no evidence.
There was weed found on the premises.
Yeah, didn't they find like her wig on the street because she was fighting? Because a man came out. She went to go check on the toddler, and some man came out the forest.
There were signs of struggle, y'all.
Signs of struggle, right? And she left the wig on the side of the right, and then she was in an 18-wheeler.
She took the snacks that she bought that day, though.
Yeah, she was in a truck, right? And then
she took the snacks.
First of all, I don't understand how Carlee, how she could leave her phone. Because to me, in any case of a kidnapping, most kidnappers takes things that could possibly leave any type of evidence for, they would at least come back after they've, taken whoever, or apprehended whoever the victim was. But her laptop and phone, her work laptop and phone was left in the vehicle.
You mean the phone that she was on as she was walking after the toddler?
Right.
She called 911, right?
Well,
and then she called 911 and then called a family member after that.
And not only it was search history in her laptop about, what's the maximum age for an Amber Alert.
Right. Amber Alert, and they found out searches for abduction. Films about
the movie not Wanted.
Taken.
But Gabe said, how we know she just wasn't trying to figure out how to save this little toddler who was possibly being abducted.
They say she stole toilet paper from her job the day she left.
Bro.
Wait, what is the toilet paper?
Hey, that's what she did. She gets supplies.
It got the same thing to do with all the people who went and bought toilet paper in the middle of the pandemic. I don't know if COVID caused people to
but I think
more toilet paper.
Wait, all right, so it sounds to me we all believe that this was a hoax.
But I think the bigger thing that people need to look at is probably mental health. What's this?
Oh no,
mental health awareness. She might be.
Honestly, and this is real, and I can say this, but it's real. If she was of a different ethnicity, you probably could get away with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just real. That's just real. The fact.
But do y'all think we put too much emphasis on the whole? And I get like mental health is an important thing, but to me, it's almost used like a getaway free card.
Well,
she's got with mental health, but really, she really just made a poor decision.
I'm not saying everybody got it. I mean, there are some cases of people that there's some weirdos out there, but
straight up.
I mean, there are people. Some people got issues. They do. It don't matter. They white, black, red, blue. Don't matter. Some people really are messed up in the head. Sometimes I do feel like it could be maybe a get out of jail free card kind of type situation. Oh, let me claim. That's like when you go to court. I'm gonna claim. I was insane. All right, it's the way to get out. But I don't know. I haven't heard that brought up though with her. I haven't heard any reports, any psych eval, anything. I mean, you riding around for 600 yards on the phone with 911 with the supposed child, that you're tracking.
Football fields.
Yeah, that's a long
side
way.
of the road.
I don't know.
It's you can't really confiscate the fact that all the evidence is pointing to this being a hoax. I mean, in the event there's a slight chance, that information does get misconstrued and mixed up, but at the same time, it's like, so I'm not denouncing that it something didn't happen, but it's just the proof is in a pudding. What more do we need, from based on what the investigators took away from the incident, over the last 72 hours. And I'm just trying to figure out the mental illness part. Are they saying, because isn't this just the doctor, nurses, or whoever subscribed her to be mentally ill outside of her family? Is this just
I mean, I've seen a couple of articles where they tried to pull I don't want to say pull the mental illness card, but they tried to insinuate that that's a big reason why she did what she did. And to me, sometimes I feel like that's just used as a getaway free card when people make poor decisions.
I mean, if there was no mental health issue, like, come on, sis, like, why?
Some people want their 15 minutes.
Man, that's an extreme case to have that whole area put on alert, manhunt, look for somebody.
Yeah,
you want 15
not even
minutes.
that whole area. This started reaching nationally, worldwide.
Well,
social media.
Bro, do you know how many prayer warriors went to work in their closet? Bro, there's like, as soon as that story broke,
the prayer warriors went to work in their closet.
Bro, they were like, bro, like they was going.
I'm trying to be serious.
Bro, they was.
Not to rock with it. Oh, that when they start rocking, that's it.
And the
handshake. Is that now? I mean, if it was indeed not true, then it paints every other story after that. You start getting skeptical about it. Like, what did this really happen? I don't know. You don't know what to trust. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Norm, that was going to be my next question for you guys. Anybody can answer. But what effect do you think this story has on future, and I want to say specifically Black women, African-American women who go through similar, I don't even want to say accusations, but real situations that are similar to what she was perpetrating? Do you guys think that's going to have an effect on the perception?
I personally don't. It will have an effect, but I don't think it'll have a drastic one. I still think it's precedent in this day and age that women get abducted. It doesn't matter really the color of the skin. It's just a prominent thing. So I don't, for the Black community, it'll be definitely a laughing stock like the, Jussie Smollett situation. But, it'll be a long-term meme. That's probably the only impact that I have on the Black community. Just another, joking situation that comedians can reflect on and use as a stage presence. But as far as the realism of essay and kidnapping and sexual trafficking, I don't think it'll have a real effect on people not believing that something is happening to someone who's been in that situation or is in that situation.
Right. I was gonna say, because I think the 911 call system is still going to probably treat it the same way. Any future events that happen like that, because they're trained to. And on the off chance that something actually does happen and they don't react the way that they're trained to, then they're going to be facing liability and have the guilt of that situation on them. So I think from that standpoint, it probably won't change. And really, I think it's kind of like locally situated. Different towns, different cities maybe have a slower response, but I think ultimately, if somebody's talking about being abducted, 911 is going to send the police, and if they got to, they'll have manhunts and they'll do whatever they got to do. So,
and if we being honest, I mean, the only reason it's getting this much attention is because it's social media. But in the back of the day, I mean, how many kids used to run away on purpose and come back 24 hours later because they was mad at their parents?
You know what I'm saying? You didn't call the police and make up this whole story. You just left. And you couldn't find me. Like
you said, she went the extra mile, Darrell.
Yeah, I was like, you're a grown woman. Just go. Just disappear.
Remind me, why did she do that?
I mean, it's speculation. Some say it's because she broke up with her boyfriend and she wanted him to think that she was kidnapped. And some say she was just mentally ill and decided to just play it, just for attention. I don't know. It's speculation, really, at this point. Nobody will know until she says something.
So unless she comes out and says, "This is the reason why I did it," then all you're going to have is speculation. And unfortunately, the court of public opinion has now turned against her. So to the point of like what Brandon was saying, will it make a change? Not to the infrastructure of the emergency services. You call the cops, they coming. But it's usually what happens afterward when it comes to the court of public opinion. Did this really happen or not? And I mean, strange things happen all the time. So while the story just sounds laughably unbelievable, I mean, there have been weirder things that have happened that did turn out to be true.
That is true.
So I think that's where it's gonna make a difference. Is like you say, people's reactions, like when people tell these stories, if they survive these type of incidents, or even if they're going through it, nobody's going to. People going to start second guessing, like, is that really happening? Is this person really missing? So maybe you don't. If somebody is really missing now, I'm not looking out as hard. I could be right next to this car or whatever, or thinking about or whatever. That ain't nothing because now all these hoax and stuff is making me second guess them. Like you say, I mean, the story is believable. I mean, if there was a kid out there, you would think somebody would stop. You would, kind of try to help. Like, why is this random kid out here?
I'm gonna be honest. The perfect time to make up a story like this is today.
But and I know
why is that?
Yeah, I was about to say, but that's the thing, bro. Just like what you said, she drove for like 600 yards, trailing a toddler. Why wouldn't you drive ahead of the toddler, cut the toddler off, and stop the toddler from walking on the side of the road?
What kind of car was she driving that she had to drive behind a toddler? Toddlers don't walk that fast.
No.
I got one in my house.
Right. You can't convince me that a toddler is walking 600 yards. That's like 6 football fields.
Yep.
And not crying. And like I said, there was nothing shown on CCTV. They showed her getting out of the car, then going over to the passenger side. And that's it. Nobody saw no other actions after that, so it's just like at this point, like,
did y'all believe it from the beginning?
I did. Like, I mean, because it's like you said, like I said earlier, it's believable because it's so president in this time and day that people get kidnapped for no reason,
Yeah. Women, I mean, the sex trafficking thing is big right now.
Yeah.
So it's like. And it sounds, like I said, it sounds feasible. Like, because somebody would think that, like, okay, I'm gonna put this baby out here, and people will use children to set those traps. Let me put this baby out here, and if a woman stops, we got her. if somebody else stops or they're like, oh my gosh, you can play that off or make it whatever. But if some woman stops, now we got her. Now we can trap her. Now we can take her. So it's believable enough that this would happen.
Yeah, I'll say
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't believe it. I'm just straight up. I'm
Wait,
not trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm serious. It's like, I mean, the parts just didn't add up. It just didn't add up to me.
Well, prior to, the investigations, when you first saw it, was it believable when you first saw the poster? Or
it was believable to me, but I felt like something was a little fishy when they said the only thing they found was a phone and a wig sitting next to each other. Like I thought, Norman, I'm dead serious.
I know you're being serious, but it's the way you said it. It just makes it
that's what I'm a little confused about, because they eventually found a laptop in the car around the same area the phone and the wig was. So it's like, whose story do you believe? Like and this is from the Hoover PD. Post the Hoover PD's release of what is Brian doing? Post.
I think he went back to sleep again.
Right.
Post the Hoover PD's release of, their investigation on it. At that point, I think it was just everybody having speculation on what they thought they heard in rumors and inside sources and all of that stuff. So,
got you.
I believed it just because there's some crazy stuff coming on the news these days, and just looking at the state of the world, man, people are doing some crazy stuff, and I believed it, but after seeing facts, it's like,
yeah.
People got to realize they have ways to find out stuff. Like, come on, like your phone tracks you. If you got a phone in your pocket, they can pinpoint where you are, pinpoint how you go. Like for them to find out, like, oh, that she was on the phone while she was driving 600 yards, or it's like they have cameras that can search. It's like, people, this is too much.
And I just want to say to our audience, like, don't take these incidents lightly, because this stuff do happen. We got the Carlee Russell situation. I understand there's some speculation. It's a 40-60 situation, which 40% of it could possibly be something, and 60% of it isn't true. We get that now, but at the end of the day, sex trafficking, kidnapping is a real thing. So do not take it lightly from any form or ethnicity of a woman. It's just a real thing,
I agree 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree 100%, Dre. Yeah. And this is the Church Nerds, and I had a question for y'all. Since this show is known not only for our nerdy takes, but we're also known for our verses. So I want to know who did it better, Carlee Russell. I want to know who did it better.
I see that coming, man?
Carlee Russell or Juicy, whatever his name, Smollett.
Smollett.
Jussie Smollett. Who did it better? Brian, I'm starting with you. Who you taking?
Are we really doing this?
I want to know. Who you taking, Brian?
Wait.
I think we gotta wait.
That impassioned word by Dre. You gonna turn this?
Look. We gotta wait.
I agree with everything Dre said.
Great way to turn water into wine.
Hey, the fans want to know, Brian.
We gotta wait till the situation completely unfolds.
Because you never know. It may come out she was for real.
Yeah, we ain't made it to the end of the Carlee Russell story. We'll come back with that versus another time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know she definitely getting a Lifetime movie. Offer.
Oh yeah, or Fox. Fox might do it.
If it's hoax, yeah, it's definitely a movie coming.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well we can transition. I'm taking Smollett, by the way.
Getting sandwiches.
Smollett. I mean, Smollett hired actors though. He did hire some actors.
Bro, Smollett, he's still not budging from that story today. That happened 8 years ago?
So you know what? She probably couldn't do it because they're on strike right now. So who knows?
What a great segue.
Okay, where are we going to next, guys?
Wait, y'all want to talk about convention?
No, let's do the actor strike.
Oh, the actor strike?
Yeah.
Okay, what y'all think? Dre, you know more about the strike than I do, because I know before it was just the writer's strike, but you said there's a new strike. that popped up.
So there's an actor strike as well because they're trying to renegotiate contracts with the studios, and the studios aren't budging on paying them more. Because let's understand this: these movies are making a killing. I don't think there has been a higher paid movie actor between actor and actress. It's Robert Downey Jr. The money he stole from Marvel was remarkably crazy.
Wait, you say he stole?
No, it's highway robbery, boy. You gotta
Wait, you don't think he deserved that?
I mean, I think there were a lot of better actors in those.
I mean, he put Marvel
phases. Yeah,
this whole new,
I mean, still, come on. Even in the Avenger, movies and phases, he got paid a lot more than everybody else, a whole lot more. So I think in a sense it was unfair. He could have kind of split a little of that money between everybody else. I feel like
I mean, his fault. He had a good agent.
No,
he was a vocal character though.
No, I don't think
if not the vocal character.
Let me tell you why it was his fault, because it was either you pay me this or I don't be in this movie, and you can't take Iron Man out of because it's not going to be a Marvel movie if he's not in it. So I think there was some self-righteous. There was some pride and self-righteousness.
But Dre, don't people do that in their everyday jobs? Like when they're trying to get promotions, they're trying to get bonuses using, I do this and I do that. I need this. So
I get it, but
we see it in church, Brandon.
Yes, we see it in church.
But no,
go ahead. Not reflect
anything.
We do. I see Greenleaf.
Oh my God. Did you say Greenleaf or did you say New Birth? All right. So what I was saying was that's what the actors strike is now, and now they're working together with the writers as well. So movies are going to be slowed down, paused, resumed at a later date because of this, and it's impacting everything in the entertainment industry. So Hollywood is looking a little dark now as far as production goes.
But I heard they were like threatening the writers with what they call those mini rooms where they have AI writing some of the shit.
And that's the one thing. That's the one thing about actors. So they don't necessarily need. Look at all of the CGI they use in movies now. They don't necessarily need actors, like physical actors. They can literally use a dummy AI, and they can make them say whatever they want.
How do you think that's changing the landscape of?
Well, no, because I heard about that. It was something about they were going to scan you, and then
what they do in video games.
Like and they own your likeness just like forever. So all you gotta do is act one time.
Really?
They scan you, and then you just in every movie until the ever, and you only get paid for that first movie.
For that first. For that.
What?
You see it a lot. You see it a lot now in movies where they take older actors, make them look younger or something.
And let's be honest, some of this actor writers, trial and tribulation. Let's be honest. The actors really didn't take it as serious until commercial break. No, it ain't until Sound of Freedom came out. Because Hollywood, they be having a lot of stuff going on, and every time they about to get called out, something epic happened. I'm not a conspiracist, but actually
you're not.
So I just messed up. Come on, man. But we're not gonna make this show about that today. But yeah, I mean, that's the big thing going on in Hollywood right now. So movies are definitely going to take a hit. They're going to be lethargic, dumb, incomprehensible, because there's no writers.
Yeah, the last strike was like the rise of reality TV, wasn't it? Wasn't that around the same time? Because they had no writers. It was like reality TV, and then all them other shows started popping up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, the smart thing would do in this economy would be like if you write yourself a script, sell it to the theater, so hey, you can chop it up, do what you want to do, make some money.
That would be hard.
Well, there's no
That'd
more
be tough.
Silicon
They looking for
Valley.
ratings.
What are some of the movies y'all think is going to affect, or has there been like a list of movies
It's
out?
definitely. I mean, it's already affecting Deadpool.
Mhm.
Yep.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, and I think it's it's probably going to affect the phase. What we in phase 5 or phase 6 of Marvel?
5.
Yeah, phase 5 for sure. If they don't figure it out, then it's probably going to affect DC too. And any other blockbuster movies or sequels, prequels.
Yeah,
I can tell you one movie it will not affect: Fast and the Furious.
It's the Power of Family.
Hey Dre, they made that movie already.
Man, let me tell you something. They didn't cut that. That's already done. They already had a premiere.
So looking at the list here, so you got Blade, that's on hold. You got Spider-Man: No Way From Home sequel, that's on hold. Thunderbolts, that's on hold. I mean, a lot of TV shows, they're all on hold. I mean, everything's on hold. So,
What's that show with Zendaya?
About the tennis when she did the
No, that other show. It was like a big show. It was about like.
Oh, you talking about
teenagers.
Euphoria?
Yeah. Now I heard that movie, or not that movie, but that show is literally getting pushed back to like 2026.
Yeah, because
Something like that.
Stranger Things.
First and foremost, it was supposed to
Stranger
come
Things
out
is getting pushed back too.
Mm-hmm. That's supposed to come out this year, actually,
Yeah, this is
like fall.
It's
early
postponed
winter.
indefinitely for season 5.
Now, what is some of the effects y'all think that's because my fear is even though some of these shows are dope and these movies are great, the society that we're in, our attention span isn't as strong or long as it should be.
Well, I
And
can
by
tell
the
you,
time some of these shows come out, it's almost like the anticipation is going to be gone
I can
as
tell you
well.
what's
Like 2026 is a long time, and
yeah.
I feel like people are going to forget like what the show was even about.
I was gonna say maybe for some of the less popular shows, but like real popular shows like Stranger Things or Marvel movies, they built up a fan base that's excited about that movie whenever it comes out. And some of these people check up on news, they find articles, and they keep up to date even though nothing's coming out on the theater. So I think if the fan base is strong, they won't fall by the wayside.
Well, I can tell you who not gonna budge. Warner Brothers.
No,
They always undercut their actors, and they don't give a rat's tootie about it. That's just how they been for the last millennium, and we gonna pay you, we gonna pay you. I mean, the fact that you got our studios backing you at the beginning of the credits,
Yeah.
you made it. And I think Universal got the same attitude too, and that's why they striking against them because those are the bigger studios. You got Paramount, you got Legendary. Legendary. They've already stated a few times that they kind of moving towards the AI, and you see most of their movies is CGI based. I mean, come on, they don't really need anybody in the MonsterVerse.
Well, Flash was mostly AI. I feel like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was.
But I mean, so are we saying then that technology is just pushing everything out? I mean,
we knew that was gonna happen.
I mean, I guess you knew it was gonna happen. I guess you didn't really realize it until it like really hit home. Like when streaming first took off, like with Netflix and Spotify, when that first took off, I don't think people really realized where the road was going because like I've been seeing interviews, certain music artists, they're like, yeah, back in the day, people had to go buy my CD. I get X amount of dollars off the CD, but now with streaming, I can do 1 million streams and only get like $1,000.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Because the algorithm keeps changing, so you can't really track the money, except for the people that's putting the music out. They know where the money's at, but the artists don't know where the money's at.
And you know who, and I gotta give it to Tyler Perry just because he's not a part of that studio strike, and he's supposed to be partnering with Netflix and Prime Amazon
Tyler
Prime.
Perry is going to take over the whole business. I feel like.
Yeah,
and he's supposed to BT and VH1.
He's supposed to be expanding his studio grounds as well, to different parts of the East Coast. I think he's talking about building one in North Carolina as well.
I was gonna say that's one thing I heard from the actors that acted on Tyler Perry's movies. They's like, hey, he paid what you were worth.
Yeah,
he pays what you're worth. So he's not trying to undercut nobody.
Unless you dark skinned it.
What you mean that?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, no, I'm gonna be honest, man. I like Tyler Perry. He literally, I feel like he created or found a niche for himself. And even when everyone was dogging his way of doing stuff, he still stuck to that niche.
Yeah, because he's different.
Take advantage of it.
Definitely is unique. I think it's the respect.
Well, yeah. I mean, he gives back to black actors, and he also gives to churches,
respectfully,
and pastors.
And he lay hands too.
So on this note,
Careful.
Respectfully. So shout out to Tyler Perry.
No, he
we love you, Tyler.
Did he buy BET yet?
He did.
No. He owns a majority of the rights to BET Plus, which are two different entities. Viacom still owns BET.
They're in negotiations, I think, but they wouldn't finalize.
Viacom's not getting rid of it. Trust me. Viacom's not getting.
Is he going to have anything to do with the BET Awards?
Now, I was about to say Jay-Z. Tyler Perry might own a majority share or stake in BET, but Viacom is still going to own a piece of that pie just because they still need breeding rights for black entertainment, and that's the foundation of black entertainment on TV. Outside of you got
what, TV1?
Parts of TV1. Now you got Tubi.
You got Fox Soul.
Hey,
Fox Soul.
Hey,
Fox Soul.
What's that?
Yeah, you ain't never heard of Fox Soul?
It's Fox Soul. Yeah.
Ah, come on, man.
Brandy, you heard of that?
It's out there.
I ain't either.
Only soul I ever heard of was mine. So
You always got to take us to church.
Y'all are silly. Well, listen, if y'all are tuning in, we want y'all to share this broadcast. You guys are hilarious, man.
Yeah, you got to tell us in the chat. Carlee hoax. Hoax or no hoax? You got to tell us.
Wait, why'd you call her Carlee hoax?
Yeah. Not Carlee hoax.
Carlee Russell.
Jesus. Not Carlee hoax.
Tell us in the chat who you got, Carlee Russell or
Not Carlee
in the verses.
That's hilarious.
Who you got? No, but real quick, share this broadcast. These jokers are funny. Real quick, let's transition. This is the Church Nerds podcast, and for those of you who know us, know that we're not just random. We're not just a bunch of guys who come together and do this podcast. But what'd you say?
Who said that?
I ain't say nobody said it. I said if you watch this podcast, you know we're not just random, and we're not just a bunch of guys.
Okay, so who y'all got in the verse between Gabe and Pastor B right now? Who y'all got?
Yeah.
Who y'all got in the verse between Gabe and Pastor B?
I got my money on Pootie Tang. It's the chair.
It's the chair.
It's the chair. Hey, it's
y'all
the chair.
Some haters.
I'm giving it to Brian.
It look comfortable. It look
Please don't have
comfortable.
no pole in my background.
Oh.
Hey,
don't get mad because I got a healthy sex life. Anyway,
where
those of you know us, you know that we're a part of the PCAF. That is the Pentecostal churches.
Y'all know Brian got a picture of himself on the back of that chair, like.
The only picture I got of myself on the back of anything is on this right here.
Hey,
there it is. Hell,
there it is.
Oh yeah, hey. If
With
you're
all
going
those
to be in
light-skinned
Chicago during Convocation, I believe it is July the 28th. We'll be starting Convocation. Hit us up. We're going to be doing our live show. What day are we doing that, Norman, again?
What day are we doing it again, Brian?
I don't remember.
Okay, well,
Jesus.
We'll get back with you on that.
We'll let you know when, man.
Anyway, we're going to have our merch there. So we're going to get a first-hand look at the Church Nerds merch. And also, if you're going to be attending the rally, we're going to be a part of it at some capacity as well. So keep your eyes out on that. We're looking forward to
having. You got your pink shirt?
What?
You get your pink shirt?
Anyway, we're gonna have a wonderful convocation. It's going to be phenomenal services. Wonderful.
You threw the brakes on real quick.
No, for real though, y'all don't want to miss it. It's going to be incredible. 28th through August the 3rd. We got TD Jakes. We got, of course, the Honorable Lambert Gates Sr.
The Bishop.
We got
no, you got to throw Presiding Bishop on there,
Bishop.
Dre. You can't just say
Fair.
Hey, Fair. He's starting us off.
Well, yeah, he's at Friday night, isn't he?
Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night, Bishop William
Saturday night
William Hudson.
is the William Hudson, Archbishop William.
Y'all forgot Elder Daryl Brown.
That's Saturday morning.
He did a power service. Yep, power service Saturday morning.
Yep. Then we got Archbishop William Hudson, Presiding Bishop Lambert Gates, and then y'all, I'm excited for Bishop Tudor Bismarck.
Bismarck, yeah.
That guy is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
You say what, Brandon?
All the way from Zimbabwe.
All the way from Zimbabwe. Bishop Tudor Bismarck. We have Apostle Dana Carson, Bishop Mambufu. We got Bishop James Nelson Jr.
Stop. Get his name right. Get his name
right. Bishop Mambufu, right?
Norm, go ahead and throw up a flyer if you can.
Mambufu. Please throw up a flyer.
Real quick. Hold on.
You know,
got this
Gabe over here destroying this man's name.
His name is the name we butcher the most in this organization.
It's so
That's
easy.
true.
It's so easy.
Tear that man's name up. I'll be like, if y'all just stop. Just
call him Bufu.
No, that's not it.
Wait a minute. I didn't finish all the names, y'all.
Okay, whatever.
How many speakers is it?
You've been fired. So
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 speakers.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Well, Brown is Sunday morning. So
I ain't gonna lie.
Saturday morning, yeah.
Bishop William looks like Lattimore, Jacob Lattimore. Y'all know who that is? Oak Grove of Chicago. Y'all ever seen that show, Chicago?
Wait, hey.
Who are you saying look like Jacob Lattimore?
Hudson. William Hudson.
I guess I can see that.
Hey, y'all, fun fact. Y'all ever watch that show, Amen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Where you going?
Y'all know Bishop Hudson is the kid preacher off that show?
Is he?
Yeah, I saw that.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bishop William Hudson is the kid preacher off that show. But I failed to mention one name, and this name broke the internet. I want y'all to get ready. Closing our conference, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Bishop TD Thomas Dexter Jakes. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this International Holy Convocation Growth Conference, I think it might be one for the books. I mean, y'all could, step in and disagree with me if you want, or tell me that you agree with me. But I think this conference is going to be great.
Chicago. How could it not be?
Chicago's the greatest place in the world.
Wait, you're saying it's going to be great because it's in Chicago?
Because it's in Chicago? Oh, Jesus Christ. He can't help himself.
No, but it's going to be remarkable, everybody. And you don't want to miss it. Make sure you register on the website. That was we will just pretty much put it on the Facebook page for you guys to look at all the information and details to register. Please, you don't want to miss it. We are going to be live on site.
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about that site, but we're going to be on site in Chirac.
What are you guys looking forward to most?
So I was going to ask that question. What do you think the most impactful thing will be at conference this year?
I'm looking forward to some of the seminars. They seem like they're good seminar speakers. So
yeah.
Do we have a list of the seminars?
It's a long. That's like you got like 10 different flyers, and
we're gonna have to look at that online.
Hey, what I like about the PCAF though is all of our flyers are consistent. Like it's not one of those conventions where each 10 different departments have like 10 different graphic designers.
Why are you putting shade on some of these conventions?
I'm not putting shade on the people. I'm not putting shade on nobody.
Wait, hold on, Gabe. What was you about to say? You're not putting shade on who?
No, don't say that.
No, I was. I'm not putting shade on nobody. What I'm saying is, we're showing unity.
Why does organization flyers look all crazy, man? What's going on with that? I don't understand.
I'm just saying, it's like you can tell, like there's 5 different graphic designers in rotation or rotainer.
Oh, name one for us, please, Gabe. Can
you said what?
No, why would you ask him that?
I would like to hear an example of an organization where all their flyers look different.
We don't. No, we don't.
Educate me.
No, we don't.
You see, the man running. I like that was asking the question. Okay,
anyway,
while he's going, honestly, for those, if you want all the information, there's an app for this. There's an app. There's a PCFI app. Get the app. It has all the flyers, has all the stuff on it, and trust me, you'll be blessed by it.
Yeah. No, so y'all haven't told me yet, though. What are you looking forward to most? What are you guys looking forward to most?
I am looking forward to my favorite part of convention.
What, the praise rally?
When it's over. When it's over,
right.
That would be great. But anyway, besides that, I said of convention, not the end of convention.
Hey, let's the viewers know that you're saying this because you literally work for the PCA.
Yeah, I was just saying, he works the whole time.
Yeah. Norman, you and Norman.
But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so my favorite part of convention, whenever I get a chance to do it, is seriously the fellowship. I love being able to just see.
Yeah.
Some people you want to see, and other people you be like. Anyway, we love everybody at the PCFI, but there's just some people that. Anyway, I love fellowship. I enjoy just hanging out and just random conversations.
The memories.
Yeah, man. It's
staying up to 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah,
nothing like it. It's nothing like convocation and just people coming in from all over the world. I mean, literally, there will be people at convocation from all over the world. And
the deep conversations at 2 a.m. in the morning in the lobby.
Yeah, man. Okay. They be too deep for me because sometimes people, I think some people take advantage of the fact that
they be deep, all right.
Good and sleepy. I don't have no filter, so they take advantage of that, and then they start.
Yeah, if y'all see Brian late at night, leave him alone.
Don't be Brian late at night. Ask him a really deep question.
Yeah, you're right.
But Brian, that sparks another question for you guys. What's some of you guys' fondest memories?
Oh man,
of the PCAF.
What can we answer the first question first?
I mean, only person answer the question.
Hey, you just throwing these questions at us, man.
Hey, I wanted to hurry up and ask him before I forget.
Just fire them away. Write them down, man.
Fire away.
That's what happens when you find out you're a host on the spot.
This is Gabe's last hosting.
When you ask the question, say who you talking to. That way we're all talking at the same time.
He looking at the screen. Think we can tell which one he's looking at.
Look, guys. This is Gabe's first time hosting the podcast. He is in the place of the honorable Jeremy Baldwin.
Okay.
And he is our presider of I'm not talking about Jeremy. I'm talking about Gabe. So he's not used to actually doing the work.
Okay.
He's actually used to us doing the work for him. He's the presider. Look at him. That's what he's used to. Just closing his Bible and getting off the stage and going to his hotel room.
Well, we found our opening clip for that right there.
Yay, Dre. All right, anyway, go ahead. Answer the first question.
But no, Gabe has been doing a great job.
If there are any presiders watching this episode, we apologize on behalf of Dre.
Hey, look, man. You got iPad. What? Who was that? Bishop Moore? Bishop? Who said that? Stop letting people.
Oh yeah, I can carry my iPad.
That's what Gabe said that.
Yeah.
That's what
He said I can carry my own iPad.
Okay, so to your first question, I guess I'll go next since I'm talking right now. So, what was the question? I forgot what the question was. It was something about
what are you looking forward to most?
There we go. What I'm looking forward to.
This convocation.
Honestly, I'm interested in seeing how this live recording is going to operate. Honestly, I'm
there is
truly
one.
interested in seeing it because we have not done something like this before. It's definitely out the box.
Yeah.
And I'm truly interested to see how all this is going to come together.
Yeah.
You know,
Did that take the place of the concert?
That's my understanding of that.
Okay.
I mean, that's taking the place
God.
of it. Now, again, we got Myron Williams who's coming through, and he, he got skills.
I don't know him.
Oh, he's
Yes, you do.
Yeah, he
You
coached.
do know Myron
yeah, he's a
Williams.
minister.
I
for the Church
really
of God in
don't.
Christ.
I
And
really
he's,
don't. What
he's
does
at
what is
Margaret
that?
Sapp's church.
What does that mean?
What does that?
I don't.
mean?
I don't watch the
Music.
Kojics.
What's some songs that he?
Why
I
you
don't-
say that like they a species or something?
Because that's what they act
Another
like,
species.
man.
I don't watch
Andre
it.
They act like the
we
CIA.
appreciate you,
They
the
will
coaches who
cancel
are
us.
watching us as well.
Right.
Grand Old
Yes.
Church.
I have a
will
lot of
cancel
churches that
us.
are Christ
And
friends.
they act
love
like
y'all.
they act like they own the color purple.
What? Wait, what does that mean?
All right, the purple we got in our logo. They act like they look at my background. They think they own purple. They don't. I got it everywhere. Y'all don't own it. Y'all don't got the right to that color.
Shout out to Bishop Sheard doing a great job.
Doing a fantastic job.
Great
Church of
job,
God in Christ.
Brian is funny.
Oh yeah, he is. I thought they was AIM. Ain't that AIM?
That's
Okay.
one of their conferences.
That's one of their
Yeah, that's
conferences.
our
Look,
IEEE.
like why you need multiple conferences? That's
their-
one of their
their
conferences.
auxiliaries
Hey,
conference.
We have
We got
multiple
two.
conferences.
Right, we got what, 4?
All right.
Three?
I guess it's my turn since I'm talking.
Oh, my Lord.
My favorite time at the convention is literally seeing you guys. I can't wait. Seeing my brothers, my church nerd
Yeah, you're
brothers.
gonna be seeing a lot of us. That might go give you a bell. Where you at? It's late. Get up here. You understand?
No, really, it's gonna be taking, pictures off site apart from the PCFI.
Cool.
I'm doing, on spot shots, photo shoots, whenever anybody wants them for a nominal price. Flyers coming. Anytime. Old Snap Studios 313.
Shameless plugs out here.
Right.
Put info in the chat so that way they can catch it up, Dre.
I got you for sure.
You know.
For sure. Look down bottom in the chat. I'll send the details. It's gonna be a flyer coming out this
Send the
weekend.
deets.
So
Brandon, what you looking
Gotcha.
forward to?
He already said it.
I said the seminars, but of course, the fellowship too. I want to see my brothers, man. I just have a good time when we all get together and just, even though we have church, but it's what we do outside of church and just hang out. I remember like last convocation, there was a person out there that was just, trying his hardest, to
We're praying for him.
do what he was trying to do. And
Wait, what?
wait, what's going
might-
on here?
He might be at convention this year.
Yeah, we try to offer some advice, and,
Chicago.
and
Oh, I
Wait, what happened?
Gabe, I'm
Y'all-
lost too, man.
so,
I'm
so
lost.
Y'all
you know,
bogus,
I
man.
just
Y'all-
enjoy those moments, those magical things that happen.
Okay, so
Gabe,
okay, see, Brandy
we'll
would be
fill you in.
tripping.
We'll fill you in offline because that's we can't bust him out like that.
And we ain't gonna put nobody out there like
Right,
that. We ain't gonna put nobody.
ain't gonna- we gotta fill you in on that one.
I'll talk y'all when we end the show.
Dre,
That was-
you know that one.
It was
you know
too
what
late at
happened,
night
Dre.
for me to be dealing with y'all.
Oh, I know who you talking
You
about.
was there, weren't you?
Oh, you talking about the backpack kid?
Oh my Lord Jesus!
All
All
right,
right.
we'll talk about it after the show.
This has been a good episode tonight,
Hey,
fellas.
that was okay, cool. That was... Dorel, what you looking forward to?
I mean, everybody said it's the fellowship. I mean, we all go to church all the time, so I mean, we've heard. I mean, the speaker lineup is great. The seminars look great, but we really come to just kind of see people you haven't seen in a while. I mean, then for some people, you probably they didn't make it to California last year, so they'll be here in Chicago.
Yeah,
I'm
one of them.
There you go. So even some of the even some of the guys, we haven't seen them since last year. So it'll be nice. And then I mean, for us, we haven't did a show yet together.
Yeah.
This will be the first one that we do all together. I mean, in person. So
I'm gonna also be honest, man. It's gonna be good to see. It's almost like a reunion though, because it's so many people coming to this convention that you ain't seen in years.
Yeah,
So
especially since the COVID.
I know a lot of
How
people
long has it
even
been?
outside of PCAL coming?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
COVID?
a lot of people.
Yeah. How
COVID was,
long has it been? I mean,
3
not
years?
counting last year's.
It was 2020. 2020 was the first one they shut down for COVID.
Wow.
It was during the midwinter, right?
It was
They-
right,
They
it
were
was right
having
after
the
midwinter.
midwinter,
It
and
was
then they
right
made
after
the
midwinter.
announcement about COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But to your other question, Gabe, about one of the things I remember, it was last year's convention actually, and it was Bishop Gates. He was coming through. We were all downstairs in the open, and he went upstairs and he got on the balcony. He started talking to all the young people that was sitting out there, and he was telling us to just cherish these memories of us being together. And this is really what convention is about: building those bonds of brotherhood, sisterhood, fellowship, because that's what's gonna last us as we get older, and
Right.
people like Bishop Gates, they transition off. That's what's gonna hold us and keep us together. So I remember that he said that, and that was real. I appreciate that.
That
He
resonated with you.
time on the way to he took time on the way to his room to stop and talk to us. So
Mm.
Yeah, because I mean the reality of it is, I mean there are people who were in Palm Springs that are not going to be in Chicago.
yep.
Because
Yeah.
they have life, that's just reality.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you should cherish
Yeah.
it.
Wow. And real quick, I just want to shout out to a couple of just some of I want to say our legends of the PCAF. You got like Bishop Michael Ford, Lady Baldwin, and so many others who unfortunately are not going to be a part of this one. But I just want to make that statement that I believe that their legacy and that their impact is forever
Definitely.
going to be felt in the PCAF. So I just wanted to add that in. Brian, you wanted to go?
For sure. I think I went already. I started
Yeah,
this thing.
Yeah, you had a second question that you ambushed us with.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What was the second
Can't
question?
forget about Evangelist Coleman, right? She was
Mhm.
Campbell.
Campbell.
Campbell, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Evangelist
Oh.
Campbell, yeah. And this is this is her place of resident, or
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
can't forget about her. She was definitely a treasure.
Yep.
For sure.
And so many others.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Dre, this is your second year being a part of the PCAF. What did you remember from?
You got your back.
What's your favorite memory from last year?
You know what? In some way, shape, I can't even be mad because in some way, shape, or form, Gabe is actually right. He's actually right on point because I've been at conventions, but I haven't been there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like when I go to conventions, I go away from the convention and come back the last day. But yeah, memories, man. So many. Jeez.
You remember what to do with
I'm
the stage?
gonna have to say it. The memory of making memories. I mean, it's so many memories. I can't really just pick one. So it's just really just staying up late, running around with all my friends, causing havoc. Getting in trouble. Always having a story to tell when you come from the
You part of the
convention.
ones
Man.
that got us banned from hotels.
Shut up, Daryl.
Wait, what did you say, Dre?
That was about to be my memory.
Man. Oh my goodness! Look, man.
Okay.
I cannot forget the convention in Detroit, though. The last convention in Detroit.
That was
2016.
Phenomenal.
was that 2016?
That
2016.
Yeah, that's when we had.
Maybe-
Red
that's,
Hammond.
That was
that's
election
when,
year.
that's when Bishop Gates became presider. That's when all the offices changed. Was in 2016.
That's
That
when all
was-
them women left.
Okay,
the office mad.
it's the one before that. Then
What did
that
you
was,
say?
That was
What
in
did you say,
Detroit.
Brandon?
Remember that one, Norman?
So that's the convention. All the women.
Honestly,
That's when we had the talent show. Remember that one?
2015? I wasn't around for 2015.
No. Okay, it was one before that. It was before
Water
2015.
Because
It
honestly,
was
for
like-
me, 2016 was when I
The
came
water
back.
sling. I'm dead.
It had to be like 2008 or something. I
I
forgot.
wasn't around for them.
Yeah. Okay. But either or, the people in the comments might know what I'm talking about. The one before the one that was in Detroit, which was
Florida, wasn't it?
No, the Detroit convention that was before 2016. Only
The
the real
50th.
ones probably gonna remember.
The 50th.
It had to be that because we had
It
remember
was
that
the-
Brian. We had the
the
talent show.
Detroit. Yeah, we had a talent show. That
It was
when
a
we
bunch
did
of
that
fights.
march.
You know,
We did that
people was
march.
you
and
did
there
that
was a lot
march.
of-
Y'all sure that wasn't Florida? The convention was in
No,
Detroit?
That was
That
Detroit.
was Detroit.
Well, let's see. Let's see. If you
Hey.
get your copy of
Oh, there you go.
the history
There
of
you
the
go, Norm. There you go,
PCFI,
Norm.
Oh, that thing looks
which is still,
crisp,
which
man.
is,
That
and
thing
trust
looks
me,
nice.
this is amazing. I'm not even fronting. This book is awesome for real.
No, but you
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna give you
pre-record it
one.
now, right? I mean, you can pre-record it. You can
pre-order it, yeah.
Order it.
Yeah, you can get your
Now.
copy of this. Y'all,
Get
if
your
you love
copy.
history, get this book. And if you just like good stuff, get this book. And if you
Will we
just-
be
I'm
selling
definitely
them at
pre-ordering.
convention?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can pre-order. You can
No,
get
my
it there.
dad gonna
Trust
buy
me,
one.
This book right here,
I'm gonna just read
Amazing.
his.
How
Your
much
dad
is it?
Probably already got one.
$25.
$25.
You got a premiere copy.
How far does that history go back?
It goes all the way back to 1957 and runs all the way to 2022.
Back to
Oh,
the
so-
beginning.
Do they got? Never mind.
Well, I will say this. I will say this. It does touch on everything that happened.
Really?
Tastefully.
wow.
Tastefully.
I guarantee you, not everything.
Well, no, I mean, obviously, there are certain things,
You know,
Darrell, please tell us your favorite.
Yeah.
But no, but
Show
what I was
me
going to say though,
more
what I was
moment.
going to say is that it actually lists all the conventions that ever happened.
Oh
Wow.
yeah,
So
that's dope.
to answer the question,
Okay.
before in 2016 was Detroit, before that was Jacksonville, was 2015, and before that was Cincinnati in 2014.
Oh, I remember. That.
But we were in
Cincinnati
Detroit on
was
the
my
50th. The
favorite
50th
convention. I'm not even gonna lie.
Convention
Detroit.
was in Detroit, right?
That was the 59th, and before that it was the 50th. In 2007.
Cincinnati was when Ty did
Yeah.
the concert, right?
Yeah, that's when he came back.
Uh-huh.
The 50th convocation was
That
in
was
Detroit. That's when we did
2007.
the
That was in Detroit.
March
Yeah.
Against Christ, March Against Crime.
What?
I
Brian?
remember that for some reason.
We
March
did the
Against
March
Christ.
Against Crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
You
was
said
combo.
March Against Christ.
He
And
messed up.
John Bryant.
Hey,
We're
what
taking
was the
a stand.
convention
We're
that
going
I don't
against
know what
Christ.
convention you was a part of, Brian.
Oh,
But
the
it sounds
PAW
satanic.
that was in
That was in Florida, wasn't it?
Florida.
is
We had
that
the
the same
joint
year when we opened up that house? I think it was was it the Hancock House?
Hancock
or-
House.
Hancock House. That
Yeah.
I think that was the same year. Did Hancock House open that year?
I don't remember.
2007.
But, hey, you can see right here in Chicago.
Nope, the Hancock House opened in 2012. See, the Hancock
Oh, wow.
House.
There
is
you
in
go.
here.
Yes,
That was-
and you can
that
get
was-
all that information if
That's
you
right.
purchase
2011
PCAF book.
was the
Look.
joint service with the PAW in 2011 in Orlando.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hancock
Orlando.
House in
Nice
2012.
We haven't done that since, have we?
You know what I always thought about that we
Brian.
actually don't have. How come we don't have a like a PCAF? I'm gonna say PCAF. I'm not gonna say PCFI because this is pre PCFI. Why don't we have a PCAF museum?
We do, don't we?
Well, we sort
we
of kind of do.
Scattered
Kinda
around.
kind
If you go
of.
to, if you go to,
If you
if you
count
go to
the
Jackson,
temple
they got one.
or the bread house got stuff.
They got one in Jackson too.
I feel like
Then
there
there's
should
stuff
be.
in Jackson and there's stuff at the temple.
See, I feel like there should be one designated place for it.
Well, I mean,
Isn't there a
that-
museum inside the Hancock House?
Not really.
Is it?
Not a
No.
museum. No. I mean, but part of it, unfortunately, was you didn't really have a historian office that existed in those days to create and accumulate all that information. So
Right.
now, Sister Preddy and the office of the historians, they actually have been working to gather all this stuff. That's where the book came from, honestly.
Got you.
So,
Because I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking Clinton Street. I know they're not a part of.
Well, that's Bishop
Well,
Hancock.
Clinton Street
Church,
is where some of the stuff.
Yeah, so some of the stuff is there,
Old
but-
artifacts is there.
Yeah.
You go in the back, you see all the pictures.
But you got to get through their board of deacons.
Okay. Anyway, do we have any other questions tonight?
Come back to the PCAF, Clinton Street. But
Oh, God.
anyway. So wait, who said "Oh God"? I was there. That was an earnest one.
I mean, you got
that was
Bartell.
Ernest Spirit.
Pastor Bartell, he seemed like a reasonable guy.
Hey, I mean, you never know,
ain't
especially
gonna
with all the stuff he's been doing lately. Of like
Right.
paying
I
homage
guarantee
to.
you, if you
the
give him
history?
if you give him a free vendor table every year at the convention, he'll become a part
Stop
of the
it.
Wow.
No, hey, quick question: how dope would it be if the PCAFI, PAW, UPCI war, like all the apostolic organizations came together for like a fellowship? Like how dope?
It'll never happen. Too much pride.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
It would be
right.
amazing.
You're right.
I
That'd be
totally agree
amazing.
with you, Gabe. That would
I
be.
agree.
I
I agree with
would
Dre.
love to go with something like
That's
that.
why the organizations won't ever come back together because it's gonna be a fight about who's gonna be presiding bishop,
in the
Who's in
front.
charge?
who's in charge.
Who gonna have that chair? It's annoying.
This one right here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that one exactly, Brian. Who gonna
Hey
have
Dre,
that chair?
is that why you used to skip out on our conventions to go to the NAYC conference for what UPCI?
Ooh, did you just really just?
So
Did you really just put him out on blast?
No, I said that because he tried to get me to go one year.
it's crazy you say that
Did you
because
just put him on
a
blast?
few of the conventions I didn't go to, I was actually just enjoying my life. All the drama at the conventions.
Okay, I think we've done this episode justice. We can end now.
But I will say this though. Now it may be very difficult to get all the top head folk to come together.
Yeah,
But if
for
you get
sure.
further down in the chain, it's possible.
I
I think it starts with our
For
generation.
instance,
I'm gonna be.
like for instance,
I'm
we're
gonna tell you
doing
something when we get off it. You know, off here.
well. For instance, we're
Brandon,
doing
stop saying that.
we're doing there's a global men's conference that happens every year that not very many people know about, and it's
That's true.
for apostolic organizations.
Yeah.
It's PAW, PCAF.
Well, don't they got the Apostolic World
East Coast,
Fellowship?
Outside World Fellowship, don't they?
Yeah, so I mean, there's
Mhm.
tons of conferences that may not be all of the leaders together, or maybe not necessarily sanctioned by any one particular organization. But there's tons of fellowship out there.
No. What Gabe is
Yeah.
talking about? What's it called again, Gabe? Because I never even went. Because they always run out the Lucas Oil Field in Indianapolis.
Yeah. It's like the NAYC.
It's like the Northern
It's their youth Congress, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for youth Congress,
Yeah.
yeah.
Youth Congress.
Yeah.
Is what they call it.
Hey, it looks like it'd be
Oh, they
it'd be
have
smacking though.
packed.
I ain't gonna lie.
Have they
But
had-
Andre told me the first time I was thinking about it. You almost got me, Dre.
Yeah, because it's around the same time as our convention, but I feel
Yeah,
like
it's taking place next week, the July the 26th through the 28th.
They have
but
tens of
we're gonna
thousands
be
of
busy
people in there.
at
Yeah.
the PCAFI.
and I feel
World
I
Conference.
even feel like maybe like once out of every 5 years we should
Yeah.
just have a youth convention. A PCFI youth convocation.
Oh yeah, we should.
We got
But
Isn't
that's
that our
right.
IEEE?
That's what
We have
IEEE.
it's called IEEE. It happens every year.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so can I make an appeal? Even though I'm too old to be part of the IEEE. Can it not be in December?
I know, man. Right?
Too
Tell
cold,
me about it.
man. It's too cold.
I
What
mean,
month
mean,
do you think
this-
is the best, Norm?
Actually, it wasn't even
How
supposed to
about
be in
the-
December. It
how
was
about the-
November.
How
Okay,
about the
but yeah, but I
spring?
mean, again, as an appeal to my children when they come up on board. November, December is a horrible time to have a convention, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
what's a
really,
good
the
month,
time you
Norm?
gonna have it?
April.
Well,
April.
But isn't Cafe Freedom around that time?
no, Cafe
that's
Freedom
January.
is January, but I know
Oh.
our
The
state,
midwinter is March.
our Illinois has their state youth convention in April.
Y'all got conventions all the time.
Man, y'all got conventions every week, bro.
What are you talking
Somebody
about?
else have a turn.
Well, I
You
know
can't,
we are-
you can't do it
we are-
right after the midwinter.
Well,
The
you know,
real
we are-
question
we
is
are
when
the
don't
first.
y'all have a convention?
We are the first. We are the first Episcopal district, so I understand.
Oh boy!
You don't even.
Man, come on, man. What Noah Jones said, y'all gotta let it go.
Even y'all bishops still say we number one. I'm
They
just saying.
still say we're number one. We're just saying, hey,
Yeah, but too bad y'all lose the tri-state every year though.
Huh?
hey,
Hey.
No,
I'm gonna say that.
they
That-
fudge the
And to
numbers. They
ESSC.
fudge the numbers. Fudge the
I'm just
numbers.
hey, no. I see them numbers every year, and tri-state ESSC be whooping
Hey,
on y'all.
I heard that. I heard
Now,
there
it
was some kind
depends
of
on what it
miscommunication.
depends on what chart you're looking at.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Ah,
at
here we
double
go.
registrations. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh,
every year for the last
let's go
2
beyond.
years.
Let's go beyond the registrations. No.
Oh, we going beyond
Hey,
it.
real quick before we close this show out, one thing I like, just to go back to that unity piece that we were just talking about. One thing I love that Bishop Lambert Gates did one year, I think it was for his Fresh Anointing conference, is he had like all the pastors in like Indianapolis like come through, and with Bishop Brooks, and like they all prayed or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was very huge, and I thought that was dope for what he did, and it showed a lot of unity. But that's something I think we're going to see before we leave this earth, even if it starts with our generation. I think we have that mindset to really bring unity to the forefront and really just show the world what apostolic doctrine and apostolic unity really looks like. And I look forward to that day. I think it's going to be dope.
Man, all we need to do is get rid of pride and celebrity.
Church Nerds episode.
Sure.
You said what, Darrell?
We may have to do a joint apostolic Church Nerds episode.
Let's do it. Let's ask our presiding bishop of the Church Nerds, Jeremy Baldwin. He'll love that.
Tell the world what is Pentecostal apostolic.
And look, on this podcast, we want men from every denomination to be able to come on here and share how they feel about different perspectives of what we talk about, whether it's sports, community, comics, whatever. We welcome everybody. We just not one based denomination. You know what I'm saying? We love them all. So anybody that knows somebody that might want to come on here, look, go ahead and contact our fan page. Hit us up on Messenger, please.
100%.
We want to hear everybody's perspective.
100%. I think that's going to be awesome. Well, everybody, want to thank you for tuning in to the Church Nerds podcast. We have Norman Heath, Dre Buford, Pastor B, Brandon Travis, and Darrell Walls, and myself, Gabriel Jordan, signing off. Can't wait to see you guys next time.
And I love the Kojic. I love y'all Kojic.
Bring your bullets on.